Hey guys, I just want to take a minute and talk to you about true spiritual fathers today. And I just want to be open, I just want to be candid, and I just want to really just talk to you. Kind of like imagine you and I were sitting on my back porch, you and I were sitting at a coffee shop, and we were just talking. And this is just kind of how I want to just jump into this. My wife and I have an apostolic network, Roar Apostolic Network, and our heart, our dream, our hope is to be spiritual mothers and fathers to so many different people. But what has happened over the past few years is so many people have came in to join this network. And I've got a lot of friends that have a lot of different networks. And these people come in and say, oh, I need a spiritual mother. I need a spiritual father. And I'm like, hey, well, let's walk a while. Let's get to know one another. And a lot of times people will say, well, I was hurt by this church and this minister and this one and this one. And I'm like, whoa, hang on. You've already been hurt by 3 or 4 people. Let's make sure that you're good. Yes, they may have had some things wrong with them. They may have hurt you. Your last church may have hurt you. Your last apostle, prophet may have hurt you, because the Bible says that there's nobody perfect. No, not one. There's no perfect apostle. There's no perfect prophet. There's no perfect church, no perfect ministry. And so I start talking to people, and then I've noticed so many of these people, as we start building our relationship, check out. And as I talk to so many different apostles around America, they're going to be like, Joe, you're not going to believe this. This person that was walking with me for 2 years just up and left. And, I tell mentors a lot of times, I say, when somebody comes into your ministry, ask them about their track record. I'll never forget when I was a youth pastor, 2 young girls came in and their mom said, well, I hope this is a better youth group than our last few. And I said, oh, well, what happened? And she said, well, the last one, they did this, this, and this. How long were you there? 11 months. Well, the one before that, oh, well, they did this, this, and this. How long were y'all there? 10 months. I'm on to something. And then I said, what about the one before that? We were there for 12 months because they did this, this, and this. And I said, okay, I've got it. You have a track record of becoming offended between 10 and 12 months. And so, they lasted about 12 and a half, 13 months. I broke the record. And they got offended and mad. Was it me? It could have been. But it was a track record that they have. I tell people, when you're looking for an apostle, make sure your apostle has an apostle. And if he can, let him have an apostle. Like we've got some apostles in our network that are aligned with my wife and I. And they're like, well, who's your apostle? Ken Malone. Who's Ken Malone's apostle? Dutch Sheets. Well, who's Dutch Sheets' apostle? Jim Hodges. And so when you look, there's 5, I guess you can say generations of people that have said, I want to be a true son. I want to be a true daughter. So understand this. If you're always mad and you're always offended and there's a problem with everybody you come in contact with, there is a good chance that a lot of the problem may lie within you. Some people just shut this video off. It's okay. For those of you that are still listening, I'm here to help you today. There are so many great churches in America. There are so many good ministries out there. There are a lot of good apostles, and there's a lot of good prophets. Apostles have apostolic networks. Prophets have prophetic networks. I'm an apostle. My wife's a prophetess. So therefore, our ministry is apostles and prophets. And we open up our heart to people. And some people come in and they say, this is the greatest ministry I've ever been a part of. There's some come in and they get offended like they did at their last church, the last one, and they left. I examined my heart one time, and I was getting offended at every person who was a spiritual father in my life. And years ago, I sat down and I had a real time in prayer with the Lord. And the Lord showed me why I was frustrated with every man who tried to get close to me, because there were some wounds that I've built up over time. And whenever somebody got to a certain level with me, I found fault in them and rejected them. Now, it's easy to find fault in people because everybody's got fault. Everybody on planet Earth has fault. And so you need to understand, it's not always that you're looking for a spiritual mother or father, but you're looking to become a true son. You're looking to become a true daughter to somebody. And here's a fact that people don't like. Sometimes you're in ministries, you're in networks for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. Now, when you find your lifetime alignment, that is a beautiful thing from the Lord. Sometimes you go to a church only for a season, and when you leave, you're hurt, the church is hurt. But if you would understand that you're only there for a season, it would help you. If you're there for a reason, you would understand, and it would help you instead of you adding to your baggage, to your offense, to your unforgiveness. So what you have to understand is I'm talking to you as a true spiritual father here. People come in, please hear me. People come into our ministry, and the people that view me as a person, they view Autumn as a person. We're real people. They get so much more out of the alignment than when people come in and look at us as an opportunity. I am not an opportunity. I am a person. People come in and look for a position. I'm not offering positions. I'm offering to be a true father. And whenever I started running with Apostle Ken Malone, I didn't look for anything. I didn't look for a position with him. I came in with the heart of a son. 2 years into it, I got to preach at his big conference. What a huge honor. But I didn't look for the position. I looked to a person. His wife, I call her Mama Cheryl. She is a real person. And you have to understand that in this day and age, we look for positions. We look for opportunities. You will never, ever find a true father. I've had men that I thought were true spiritual fathers in my life. They used me. And when they were done with me, it was apparent they were done with me, and they pushed me aside. Oh, I was hurt. I was wounded. I had washed the feet of 2 men who completely just pushed me away when they were done with me. And I had to get healed up because I could not enter another spiritual father-son relationship with that wound, that offense. And I went through a season that I didn't have that until I got healed. I hope you're getting this today. If you want a real spiritual mother or father, you need to find somebody who is very secure in who they are in God and their walk with God. And they're looking for, listen, I'll tell you what I'm looking for. I'm going to help you. I'm not looking for gifts. I'm not looking for talents. And I'm not looking for abilities. I'm looking for willing hearts to be sons and daughters to invest in. And when you go with that attitude, God will align you with the right people. And there'll be a time that if you need to leave a ministry, God will tell you to leave. And you have to obey the Spirit of the Lord and never worry about what other people say. There's a very fine line between this. You go in, and a lot of times I'll ask the Lord, Lord, am I going into this relationship for a reason or a season? I remember one of the last relationships I entered into at a church. I said, I'm going to tell you, before I get started, I'm only going to be here 3 to 5 years. And they're like, no, that's what everybody says. You're probably going to be here for a long time. I said, no, 3 to 5 years. God's already spoke. I was there for 5 years. And when the season was over, I said, I told y'all it was a 5-year season. And you have to understand that. You have to go into new relationships, not carrying baggage from past relationships. You can't carry the things from the past into your future. This is a new day with new alignments and the right people in your life. And unless you have the right people around you, it is hard to succeed. I see some of the most gifted, talented young people. They won't align or connect with anybody. And they start a ministry and it flourishes and then it flounders. They start over and they keep doing these cycles. Well, by the time they're in their mid-30s, 40s, they're going to feel like a failure, but they never aligned with the right person because they never had the true heart as a son or daughter to accept the heart of a true mother or father. And this is a season that I'm praying that God connects the right people. And if you're looking for apostolic alignment, this may be an apostolic prophetic alignment for you. If it is, we've got some things to help you. You can go to roaru.tv, check out our website, go to my personal website, jojodawson.net. And we want to help people get aligned if this is your alignment. But if it's not your alignment, I pray that you find the right one. But you need to be around the right people. You need to have the right heart connected to the right people that have your best interests in mind. I hope this helped you.